a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her who got a better flow, but she can hang it up just like a telephone. Stick me up with the cost 10K to let it come see it. Hands up, yeah, make it come treat it. Spin, make it come beat it. I want the new in the machine out. Jewelry be cold like the temperature 0. I'm the hardest, they call me the hero. Heavenly, then they know what I be on. I'm the best, I'm the best, and you know. And I gang, on my gang, on my own. Get my way up, get off, go, get on, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, and you know. And I gang, on my gang, on my own. Get my way up, get off, go, get on, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold.
Here's the former Illini kicker Chase McLaughlin to get us started. And off we go from Jacksonville. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the visiting Jaguars who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Jacksonville. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Lawrence. Completes this one to Pickens. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, Shields. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
Yeah, they held them to well under 200 yards of total offense, and in today's NFL, that's a feat to be proud of, especially with the emphasis on offense and what we're seeing each and every week, that great creativity and usual productivity.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Lawrence forced out to his left. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Big Derek Brown making the stop.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
2nd and 5 now. Lawrence. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. This one from 46 yards out. And this one is right through the air. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. A pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced in the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
Get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And I like his honesty because when we sat down with him, I mean, he was the first one to say that was on me last week, a really poor performance. Way too many interceptions. Didn't find the end zone throwing the ball. Put his defense and his special teams in some real jeopardy. But somehow they won the game. Yeah, what I loved about it is when he told us about the defense kind of corralling him in the locker room and said, all right, my man, we're not going to do that again this week, are we?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st down, Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks. And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And this carry now is productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now it's Fields. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Jags are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football. Because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And this is incomplete. Play, but he could not pull it in. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Rolling to his right. And he rifles one incomplete.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. This pass caught. It's Woods. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Fields on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 23. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. They run with Patterson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Patterson. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Here's Patterson again. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Calling no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap. Fields to the end zone, but it's incomplete. I believe they buzz down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the play official here in the final 2 minutes. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is indeed good, and that will tie us at 3-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Lawrence. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Up the middle they go. Hayward, and a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 38-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it, because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
A good pickup there at 22. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. It's Fields. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. After the sack on first down, Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Trying to take a shot, but it's not good.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not field goal range yet. so they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Lawrence. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Lawrence will throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A final shot before the break. Fields. And he's got Pierce. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. So, all right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back, Charles. Ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, a combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. To throw is Fields. And he's got his big tight end here. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Patterson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. This is Patterson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down. First and 10, it's Patterson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Here's Fields. James has got it. Complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Second and 2. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And the tackle there by Chris Barnes.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Fields on third down. Over the middle, complete. It's James. And the Colts are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
One more time with Patterson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. We're on to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Back now in Jacksonville. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Back to throw. Fields. Touchdown, Colts. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown number 12 of the year. And the Colts have broken our tie and have taken a fourth quarter lead. So that challenge, a successful one. And his kick here is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. Well, we still wait on the first touchdown of the game, but a second field goal now makes it a 6-3 score.
Yeah, I know a lot of people would call this the definition of winning ugly. To me, this is gorgeous. I'm a defender, right? I love these kind of games. The tension is high. Who's going to make the play to win it? And right now, that field goal may be the advantage they need.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ready, break. Can. Opposite. Check. Kill. Alert.
They'll try the left side. Shields. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Shields. He appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Now a first down throw. Fields. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, going back to Patterson. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Straight ahead, Patterson. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Patterson running between the tackles. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars down 9-3. A minute 50 to play. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being cleared. Here's Lawrence. Fighting a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Throwing now, Lawrence. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And some room to maneuver. And he goes down, but not before a gain is inside the 25. First down now, but that clock rolling. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Back to throw, Lawrence. And he is in as they have time late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. The dramatic score to tie it, and now they just need the PAT to get the lead late 4th quarter.
So much for the touchdown maker. It's all about the extra point attempted. And I can't wait to see how this one turns out.
Very important extra point there. And that is going to put it on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now it's the Colts' turn, trailing by a point, a little under 30 seconds remaining. And they need about 35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on 1st down. Back to throw, Fields. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Fields. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get the midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. All eyes on Fields. And it's incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving them nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Fourth down. Fields has to have this one. Got his man. It's Woods. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And now they get the timeout call. So they got one of the big plays that they needed. Can they do it again? Don't change that dial. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. One last throw here for Fields. Airing it out deep for Woods. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for, but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. What a game we were treated to in this one. But on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting into midfield gave them that opportunity.